kind of talk about the way the team came into this game, bouncing back and played really hard to the end.
Yeah, this whole week we emphasized just belief and getting back to what we know we can do, the basics. So practice like we always do, but with a little more belief, and we're able to come out and play better than we have in the last few weeks. Unfortunately, still didn't get the win, so it's a really tough loss. But yeah, super excited for next week.
What was it like for you getting that, being able to be back down?
Yeah, it's been a long process for me after my injury in fall camp, but just super grateful to God that helped me heal up quick enough to get back out there and kept me healthy too. So I'm just super grateful to God.
So cool on the team, very good offense. What were you able to do to keep them slowed down and really held them in check for much of the game?
Yeah, I think Coach Hill and the defense coaches schemed very well, schemed up a good plan for us, and when we do our job, defense is good. So that was the idea going in, is trust the scheme and just everyone do the job, and for the majority of the game we did, just a few that missed out.
Was there any adjustments made when the backup quarterback came in the second half, or did it kind of catch you by surprise that Gabriel wasn't back out there?
Yeah, it caught me by surprise. We hadn't heard anything, so it was a surprise. But game plan, their offense coordinator is still the same, so maybe not doing the same plays they would run for Gabriel, but they have a good quarterback that came in, and so game plan adjusted a little bit. Coach Hill took care of that, and we just trusted our assignment.
Kody, what was the play call on that pick six?
It was one of our get on the ball plays. They were having some miscommunication, and right when Jake snapped the ball, somebody came out of the pack that they had kind of in the middle of the field and came over and picked it off. He made a really good play. But for a split second, it was open, but they just made a late call and got a guy over super quick.
Like, go from the 2 to giving up the 100-yard touchdown. What's that like for an offense to deal with that kind of quick change?
It can be a little frustrating, but at the same time you got to move past it, just because the way the football works is they have to kick the ball back to us and we have to go back out there and play on offense. So the biggest thing is just staying together. Let it sting a little bit, just so that we can use that as something to keep us going and keep us motivated to keep wanting to push the ball down the field and make plays. But we got to move past it. It has to be short-term memory. So that's something I think that we had.
What does that say about the resiliency that on the very next drive you go the length of the field and tie the game up?
Well, I'll just start off with Jake, for example. He threw the pick essentially. He's the quarterback. He's the one that chased him. He's the last guy down there, chasing him for 100 yards, tries to make the tackle. Next drive comes out and pushes us and helps push the ball so we can get a touchdown. So, starting from the top down, it's all about resiliency. It's all about pushing through adversity. And I commend Jake for leading us and his ability to do that, even when the mistake may, quote-unquote, be on him and on the play of throwing a pick.
This was the most you've been involved all year in the passing game. Are you about as healthy as you've been since maybe last year?
I think so, yeah. I was having a little bit of fun out there making some dudes miss. So, yeah, I feel really good.
What was the difference offensively today? Because the feeling appeared different as we're watching the game for the offense. It's more confident, more swagger there. What was the difference for this team?
Something that I didn't even think about, but I just thought about it a couple minutes ago when I was outside, is that I think this is Jake's third game starting. So, usually when you have a quarterback that just starts kind of late in the season, he doesn't get those first couple games at the beginning of the season to get his feel and get all those things. And Jake has done a tremendous job of just coming in after the 2 games that we didn't do so well offensively, and coming into this game on a big stage that he did and make plays and lead like he's been leading 100 million times before. So I think that's the biggest thing. Just he had the opportunity now to have 2 games under his belt of filling things out, seeing how fast and how things move, and in a game like this make big plays because he had those 2 games under his belt.
Last couple questions for these two.
Do you think Jake's mobility kind of opens things up for Aiden in the running game a little bit?
Totally. Jake's mobility opens it up for us as well. There were some plays where he's doing triple option. He's doing a triple option, and they have to respect him running it. They have to respect him handing off the ball to a dude that just had 182 rushing yards, and then they have to respect dudes on the perimeter that are going to make dudes miss. So I think him being a triple threat helps us offensively and helps us as a team.
For both of you, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Talan, you said you were excited to go next week. What about today's defensive performance makes you guys think you can repeat it next week in Stillwater?
Yeah, it gives us the confidence, given that trust and confidence in the scheme and in each other, especially, that the other player right next to you is going to do their job as well, that we can go down and replicate the same thing and even better, because there's still things that we got to do, we got to fix, and, we'll take care of business.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.